I'm here with Bishop Ireton, class of 2023 guard for Jamie Kaiser, as he's competing here in the Group Southern Jam Fest with New World AAU travel team. Jamie, things have been blowing up for you in the last week or two. I would name all your offers, but I can't, so you try to do the best you can. I know you've gotten quite a few lately, including Boston College and Virginia out of the ACC, among others, right?
Yeah, I got Indiana, Georgetown, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, Utah State, Boston College, Indiana, UVA. It's just exciting. Wisconsin, it's just Rhode Island. It's just a dream come true because I didn't have it before, so I'm just really soaking it all in.
See, he's a smart kid. He's making sure he doesn't leave anybody out with the list on the phone there. But let's talk about some that are making you a priority so far. I know you did a Zoom with Tony Bennett, UVA, I believe it was. Tell me what you think of their program. They were coming off a national championship a few years ago.
Yeah, so I talked to him about it. I was a big fan of UVA. I was a huge Kaiser fan when they won it.
Okay.
So I was really locked into them. You know, Justin Anderson coming from the area. So I've been watching UVA for a long time, and he said that I fit their system, you know, a big guard that can really shoot it and defend. It's all pride and just play hard because that's the kind of guys he likes.
You mentioned the defense. When we spoke last year here at this event, I know you were really priding yourself on defense. And watching out here, you as well as Greg Jones was getting a lot of attention as well from Hatfield. Really, you're like at the front of the press, and you guys are very active defensively. How much do you think that sets you guys apart as active guard wing types?
I mean, college, you're not going to go in there and expect to take 10, 15 shots. You got to defend. And you got to know your role, and I feel like defending is always going to be a part of the game. That's going to get you on the court. So you play hard and defend, there'll be spots for you.
Sure. In addition to UVA, you did a Zoom with Earl Grant, I believe it was in D.C.,
yeah.
Boston College. Tell me more about them, and I know Wisconsin's really making you a high guy on their list as well.
Yeah, so I like Coach Grant a lot. Coach Corey, he first introduced himself to me a couple weeks ago. He's from the area, he's from D.C., and it's just real nice because I know the kind of culture they're trying to bring in. They got some good recruits coming in, like Chas Kelly and guys from Minnesota too. And I just think it's really nice because they're in the ACC and they're not giving up. They're dogs too, so they want to compete with the best of the best.
Yeah, and they got a guy from this neck of the woods in Donald Hand from Lansdowne who's a high scorer as well. Badgers, they kind of play a methodical style of play, but they've got guys that have made the league: Frank Kaminsky, Sam Decker, and others. Yeah,
Coach Guard, he put my tape against Johnny Davis out. He got me fired up, got excited. A big guard, you know, can take advantage of the mismatches. Use his size, his speed to his advantage, but also they're always getting after on the defensive end.
Sure. I mean, is it a little bit overwhelming, or are you at all surprised by this? You've been working towards this, so yeah. I'm sure you envisioned this at some point, right?
I always thought I was good enough for a player, but I just needed the opportunity, and I didn't have it before, so I'm soaking it all in. I'm loving this because it's going to go away, so I'm just soaking it all in.
Well, and you were a three-sport athlete when you came into high school at Lake Braddock, made that transition to Bishop Ireton. You played football and baseball as well. Just focusing on basketball, how's that been for you? Do you miss those other two sports at all? Or?
Baseball was real fun. I was really short, stocky. I was really made for the sport, but then I started going up, leaner, and football was fun. I loved it. I always played football. My dad played football in college, so I loved that a lot. He was kind of sad when I gave it up, but basketball is really loved, so yeah.
Sure. You told me last year the two guys you modeled your game after were Klay Thompson, Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Which one you might lean towards more right now these days? Because they might be battling the Western Conference Finals coming up pretty soon.
I'm liking Devin Booker a lot. He's putting the ball on the floor. I've really expanded my game, put it on the deck. So.
A couple more for you. As you look at the recruiting here, at this point, what's your next step or steps with it before you ultimately decide? Because that point will be coming for you at some point. I don't know if it's going to be a week, a month, a year from now. Well, not a year from now. You got to go to school in a year. But tell me where you're at with it right now.
Well, I really want to prioritize the schools that are prioritizing me. You know, I can look in their eyes and see what they're really talking about, if they're feeding me a line or if they're actually sincere and genuine. So I can really tell, and I like taking the visits. You know, really talking to them like man to man. So I appreciate letting me do that to them. So I'm just going to take advantage of those opportunities.
And lastly, what's Jamie Kaiser hoping to do to finish up his high school career? Every kid says, I want to do this, get state championship, but with the travel circuit in your high school year, what are the things you want to do here and at Ireton before you move on to college as far as legacy-wise and cement yourself?
I just want to win. Bishop Ireton, we really bottom feeders in the WCAC. We fought hard this year. We didn't really get it done, but we had the pieces. We're just missing one or two guys or a couple adjustments, either with the plays or defensive styles and stuff like that. And I feel like we can get that because we have some hard-nosed kids and we got some kids coming in, some good 8th graders. I just want to go out as a winner like I did coming in at Lake Braddock.
He's getting buckets, offers, and seeking W's with New World AAU travel team and Bishop Ireton. Jamie Kaiser, thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Good job.